My name is Maya. During one summer break, I had visited my friend's house. Her name is Mahi. She lives in Satara, a district in Maharashtra, India. We enjoyed ourselves there because it's beautiful countryside. There were large farms and houses with a river in the center. Well-paved roads between the dense forest. On a Sunday evening, we decided to go to a nearby snack stall to get something to munch on. After that, we had a great time together walking on the road. We realized a little too late that it was starting to get dark. Usually, night seemed to be darker on the countryside. Then Mahi checked her cell phone and got nervous because there were 5 missed calls from her mother. We got worried and looked around as no one seemed to be on the road. Suddenly, it got dark. We're talking pitch black as the road lights went off. Mahi said, "We shouldn't stop until we find a rickshaw." I nodded as we started heading to our house. After several minutes, we heard a muffled sound of an auto rickshaw. We sighed in relief. Mahi told the driver to stop at her address, and to this, the driver agreed. We both quickly hopped on our seats. The driver asked, "Why are you both roaming around this late at night? It's dangerous. There have been so many crimes and reports of paranormal incidents that have taken place here." After listening to this, Mahi was agitated but suggested driving faster. I thought to myself that she might know something that I didn't, but didn't want to tell me. We peeped through a small window of the auto rickshaw, and chills went through my nerves as there was nobody. Out of nowhere, a woman sprung out in front of our moving auto rickshaw. The driver pulled the brakes haltingly. Mahi shouted and said, "Let's help her." While saying this, Mahi was turning to get out of the rickshaw, but I grabbed her hand and said, "She isn't what she seemed." Quickly, the driver also changed his path and drove faster. Then Mahi looked outside, and seeing this, I also looked back. We were both petrified as the woman lying down was smiling creepily at us with blood dripping out of her mouth. With this, she disappeared as we moved forward. At last, we finally reached home. Our parents were waiting for us, and as they saw us, they ran to us and hugged us tightly. Following this, we both caught a fever and a headache, and we can't forget about the lady. The next morning, strange news spread in all of the neighborhoods of the dead body near the river, and unfortunately, the body belonged to the auto rickshaw driver who had dropped us off. I was so scared that the next day I came back home with my parents. Soon Mahi moved to my city, as related murderous and spooky cases shook the entire area, leaving the townsfolk in deep fear. Mahi and I are still together. I turned 25 today, and to this day, this incident makes our blood run cold. We can't help but imagine what might have happened if we had gotten out of the vehicle and helped that woman.